University of Portsmouth looks at whether therapists asking a client to reflect on their relationships with family can alter emotions and memories towards a parent, a process known as reappraisal. Let's find out a little bit more about this. Lead author from the university's School of Psychology, Sport and Health Sciences, Dr Lawrence Patihis is with me now. Dr Lawrence, this is great. I love psychology. So what are you saying then? When we go through therapy, we're not actually remembering it as it was? Is that right?
It just depends on the type of therapy. If you are reappraising parents as a focus of your therapy, there's a dangerous side effect, and that is your memories of emotion towards childhood. Your memories of emotion in childhood may be changing and you're not aware of it. So, the most common problem probably is reappraising parents in the negative direction, reevaluating them in a therapy that focuses on parents being to blame for present problems.
Yeah.
And, we all know, I think, that if you reevaluate somebody, your current emotions change. This is just something we found in the paper, but it's kind of something people know. But what people don't know, including therapists, including clients, is that your memories of childhood will subtly change. And we found a small effect in our study because, to be ethical, we wanted to just nudge their evaluations of their parents just slightly negatively or positively. And that had a small effect on memories of emotion. In memories of love was what we found to change in our first paper, 2019, and other emotions in the recent paper in 2024. The danger of this is that people don't know that their memories of emotions are changing. Mm-hmm. And I think we nudge it just a little bit in our experiment, but my concern is if you do this every week in therapy or in journaling or talking to a friend, you constantly reappraise your parents. My worry is memories of emotion in childhood greatly changed in that real world situation, even more than what we found in our study.
Okay. Wow. So how do we then go back and evaluate what has gone on in our childhood and evaluate it with a really clear and genuine perspective?
Well, I think it helps to know that memories are malleable from this research as a starting point.
Yeah.
And then I think
but also people must be different, because some people are going to sort of go back and look at it rose-tinted glasses, and then some people are going to go, ooh, it was worse than it was.
Yeah, and biases in both directions come with cons, with disadvantages. So let's take the negative reappraisal. Uh-huh. It's almost obvious why that's going to be damaging to your life. Because
you're blaming what's going on in your life now. You want to blame it on your parents.
Yeah, you probably will not visit your parents as much. You may become estranged. It's obvious that some, psychoanalytical types of therapies might lead to that. The other problem, though, is less severe. So if you reappraise your parents too positively, let's say the therapist is guiding you to put rose-colored tinted glasses on, the danger is that you will not remember your negative emotions in childhood, the negative childhood if you did have one, and then you will not change your parenting technique when you have children because you think, it was perfect. So my argument is, be as accurate as you can, and that helps, take into account things when you're parenting the next generation. I think accuracy is my goal, and would be what I recommend that clients and therapists aim for.
Yeah. Okay. So, the thing is though, are you going into therapy and actually you're trying to skew what you're getting out of it? Do you know what I mean? So is that the problem? You're going into therapy and maybe not open-minded?
Well, motivation from the client themselves can lead to negative reappraisals. That's totally true. Sometimes the motive comes from the therapist.
But exactly, it's based on the therapist as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because the therapist might guide you in one way and it's not the actual real way.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
However, what we found in our study is that even with non-suggestive questions, so if you have a non-suggestive therapist, you can still reappraise parents in a biased way. So that's very subtle.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, if you get a therapist that is not subtle, who says something like, I think your mother was difficult, that will bias reappraisals even more than our small study, So it's something that I hope people become more aware of. And then the question is, how do you be accurate about these things? And my answer to that is you have to be like a detective about it. You have to realize that your memories from your childhood have faded a lot, because we have childhood amnesia between 0 and age 9, So to be a detective about it, you might ask people who were adults at that time. Ask them, an uncle or a mother or a father, what kind of emotions did I feel? How was my early childhood? Did I have a joyful time? And then you might get more accurate information from those people who were adults at the time, because their memory would have faded less than yours would have.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. What are you going to do next with this research then? What do you want to find out?
We have another study coming out soon. It's in peer review right now, and we looked at memories of emotion towards first dates.
Oh.
So this is romantic partners that you had a first date with.
Yeah.
We did a similar kind of reappraisal, random assignment into reappraisal groups similar to the parents one, and we did find significant results again. So memories of emotions of how you felt towards your first dates change, and this is not published yet.
Oh.
And it's going to be a little bit controversial when it comes out, I think.
Well, you come on and tell me about it when it comes out. I really want to hear about that, won't you?
I would love to. Yes.
Brilliant. Fascinating. It's so nice to have you in, and thank you so much for telling about your work so far. There we go. Dr Lawrence Patihis, who is from the University School of Psychology, Sport and Health Science from Portsmouth University, talking about